My parents actually found out when I was 6 months old that I was deaf. I was born deaf. I was the only deaf person in my entire family. I'm sure that they were heartbroken when I was born and found out that I was deaf, but they were, they went and took sign language classes, and they explored all of the options that there were for me. Being their child, they considered cochlear implants, they considered, type of education, and they decided, to let me kind of decide that and talk to me really seriously about getting a cochlear implant when I was 6, and I decided no. But when I got into 4th grade, my parents decided to mainstream me, and I was the only deaf student in the entire school district or school there. So I had interpreters with me all day. And I had friends who were just really awesome. I mean, the community was very open to learning to sign and things like that. So it was a beautiful mainstream experience for me. My mom would teach sign language 30 minutes after school. People would take it and people would just pick up my language. And so it was really an awesome experience. I can remember the first day I moved in my dorm as a freshman. I was so nervous. I was like, how am I going to make friends? And there was a guy that actually lived across and just happened to know ASL. I was like, oh, thank you. Yeah, what did I do to deserve that? But oh, thank you. I was very, very fortunate, and we ended up becoming very good friends. And for me, UT was the best decision that I've made in my life, because UTD has supported me in many different ways. So, and UT also helped me grow as a person. Helped me to learn how to use my skills and be myself and advocate for myself and help others. And individuals knew about my passion for advocacy, and that's how I even got involved with student government, is because people kept coming up to me saying, you really need to go to this avenue, and because of my love for it. A lot of people don't know that they even have deaf students that attend UT, and so I'd like to change that to where everyone knows that there are different minorities here, as well as deaf being one of those. The deaf community here has a lot of potential, and I think that UT could, just blossom with, bringing in more deaf and hard of hearing students here at UT and growing that population for the future. I do feel like people are more aware of the deaf community, at least within the government, because I've been there for 2 years, so they better know something. I want them to see that disabled students here can do anything that y'all do. They may just do it a little bit different. Because when we talk about diversity, people go, oh, yeah, okay. They think of rights, or they think of sexual orientation, or they think of race or things like that. That's not the only thing that diversity is. People forget to, include disabilities. So that's kind of my main passion, is to educate people, about access and provide advocacy. I love advocacy.